How to go from no contact to a full-on commitment from your specific person. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, we are going to take a closer look at how to go from no contact to a commitment from your specific person. But first, if you would like to get coached by me, I offer an online course, Manifest Your SP Mastery. This is where I show you step by step exactly how to manifest the version of your specific person that you desire. I also offer monthly membership coaching. This is where you can get live coaching with me on a weekly basis to really stay on top of your manifestation game. And finally, I also offer one-on-one coaching to help you manifest anything that your heart desires. You can get access to any of these offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. How to go from no contact to a full-on commitment from your specific person. Now, the reason why I made this video is because I have been observing a lot of comments in the comment section where you guys keep asking questions about Priya. Well, what happens if me and my specific person are in no contact? How am I going to manifest a relationship with my specific person if they're not even talking to me? Now, I understand why from a 3D perspective, this can be worrying and stressful and can freak you out. This is why I made this video. The way that you want to approach this is you need to drop logic out of the window. Okay? There is no room for logic here. Your linear 3D mind wants to think to itself, well, in order for you and your specific person to get together, first they're going to have to contact you, then you're going to have to talk, then you have to get to know each other, then you're going to get into a relationship. Now that's the 3D linear way of thinking. But the truth is you are a multidimensional being. The truth is that things can shift night and day within an instant. All you have to do is live from your end consistently and stay faithful to it. And this means all you have to do is begin to think from your desired reality, begin to identify as the version of you that already has your specific person. This means you're going to focus on instilling favorable stories about your specific person that imply your end, such as me and my specific person are in a happy, loving, committed relationship. They're madly, deeply in love with me. They always prioritize me. And you are also going to focus on solidifying your self-concept so that you know your value and your worth, and you know that you're the operant power of your reality. So maybe you have stories such as, I am lovable exactly the way that I am the operant power of my reality, I always get what I want, etc., etc. And all you have to do is begin to saturate your mind with this new story so that these new stories become dominant within you. Dominant meaning you're telling these new stories more than the old stories. The old stories being, SP doesn't love me, SP doesn't want me, SP's in no contact with me, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough. When you drop these old stories and you begin to saturate your mind with the new stories, and these new stories become dominant within you, your subconscious mind must produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. This is when you will manifest the version of your specific person that you desire. Something else that I want to remind you of here is that creation is finished. You want to remember that the version of your specific person that you desire already exists. You cannot desire something that does not already exist. So when you begin to affirm my specific person loves me, we're in a happy, committed relationship, all you are doing is selecting a different version of your specific person that already thinks, feels, and acts in accordance to what it is that you are affirming. You are aligning yourself with a different version of your specific person. So you're not trying to fix or change this version of your specific person that doesn't want you. No, instead you're selecting a different version of them that already wants you and already wants to be in a relationship with you. That's what you are doing every time you begin to think from your desired reality. Now, something else that I want to shine light on here is that, remember, it is not your job to think about the how. This is the job of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind has already worked out the how. And this is why it's completely irrelevant that you might be in no contact with your specific person right now. It's just the circumstances, and circumstances don't matter. Circumstances are irrelevant. When you begin to live in your end and this becomes your dominant story, your manifestation could unfold like this. Literally, yesterday, your specific person told you they don't want to be with you, they don't want anything to do with you. And then tomorrow, they literally show up at your doorsteps with flowers, asking you to be their girlfriend or their wifey. Like, there is no logic to this shit when you live in the end. When you live in the end, you are operating multidimensionally. You're not operating linearly. So you collapse time and space and things happen quicker. And sometimes it's just illogical. Sometimes that person just had a change of mind and a change of heart like that. And so that's why you really want to let go of logic. You want to let go of the conditioning of your mind that says, well, if me and a specific person are in no contact, then it's going to take ages before we get back together, because first we're going to have to get into contact, then we're going to have to start talking, then we're going to have to start dating, and then we're going to be in a relationship. That's the negative ego. What you want to do is you want to forget about all of that. And that's why if you just practice living in the end, if you practice thinking from your desired reality, your manifestation doesn't have to unfold that way. Your manifestation could literally unfold like this, where 1 minute you haven't heard from them, you've been in no contact for like 6 months, and the next minute they're at your doorstep asking you to be their girlfriend or their boyfriend. So drop logic. This is the biggest message from this video. You need to get logic out of the window. You need to forget about it and start to just live in the end, and forget about the how, and identify as a version of you that already has it, and let your subconscious mind take care of the how. This doesn't have to be a long-winded process, as long as you stay consistent and stay faithful to living from your end, to identifying as the version of you that has your specific person. So if you are somebody who is currently in no contact with your specific person, I want you to relax. I don't want you to freak out and to think, oh my God, well, how am I going to get my specific person if we're in no contact and they're not even talking to me? None of that shit matters. Remember, you are selecting a different version of your specific person every time you affirm for them that already thinks, feels, and acts in accordance to what it is that you are affirming. You're not changing this version of your specific person that you want. You're literally aligning yourself with a different version of them that already wants you and already wants to be in a relationship with you. So I want you to start thinking multidimensionally and stop thinking linearly. When you're thinking linearly, that's the old version of you. This new version of you that already has your specific person, you want to just identify as a version of you that already has it. You don't care about the how. The how is the job of your subconscious mind. Everything will unfold perfectly. All you have to do is go all in with identifying as a version of you that has your specific person. Now, something else that I want to mention is because I was reading somebody else's message in the comments earlier, which was that they are in no contact with their specific person and they have been thinking from their desired reality, I think for like 2 weeks now or a week or something, and that their specific person got in touch with them 3 times since they started thinking from their desired reality. But the interaction that they had with their specific person was unfavorable. Their specific person was simply telling them that they don't feel the same way and that they don't want to be with them. So when things like that happen, the human mind wants to go to, this isn't working, specific person told me that they don't want to be with me. That is absolutely not true. It's all perception. The fact that your specific person did reach out to you and did contact you is showing you movement, is showing you that your reality is shifting. Although it may not have been what you wanted to hear, your job is to stay faithful to the end. Your job is to continue identifying as the version of you that already has your specific person. Your job is to continue to persist in your end. If you continue to persist in your end and you stand firm, your 3D reality will conform. But if you cave into the fact that they contacted you, but the engagement that you had with them was unfavorable, and you focus on that and you say, oh, it's not working. Well, now you're claiming that it's not working. Now you're aligning yourself with a version of reality where it's not working. So you want to stand firm. You want to have conviction that your end is done. If you stand firm in this, no matter how they're showing up, even if they're showing up in an unfavorable way to begin with, it will shift. If anything, you want to view them reaching out and connecting with you 3 times as movement in the right direction that is leading you to your manifestation. So to recap, when it comes to how do you manifest your specific person if you're in no contact, the key to this is to simply live in the end and to remember that being in no contact with your specific person doesn't mean diddly squat. It's just a circumstance. It's one parallel reality out of infinite parallel versions of reality that exist. So circumstances really don't matter. It doesn't matter that you're currently in no contact with your specific person. All you have to do is focus on instilling positive assumptions about your specific person and focus on solidifying your self-concept so that you know your value and your worth and you know that you are the operant power of your reality. When these new stories become the dominant story within you, your subconscious mind must produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. This is when you will experience the version of your specific person that you desire. In other words, this is when you will align yourself with the version of your specific person that already wants to be with you, loves you, and is in a loving, committed relationship with you. You will align yourself with that version of your specific person. One more thing that I want to remind you of is that when you are affirming for your end, such as me and my specific person are in a happy, committed relationship, I'm always prioritized, I'm lovable no matter what. When you are affirming for this, the way it works is that whatever needs to move in your 3D reality to make these affirmations come true will move. If 1 billion people need to move in order to make your affirmations come true, then that is exactly what will happen. And this is why the fact that you're in no contact with your specific person is completely irrelevant. It's just one timeline. So the more you stay anchored in your end and you stay faithful to your end and you stand firm in your end, whatever needs to move to make your end true, because you are staying faithful to your end, you are standing firm in your end, you are persisting, will move to make your manifestation come true. You also want to remember that you absolutely want to drop logic. You want to stop thinking linearly and start thinking multidimensionally, which means all you are doing is embodying the version of you that already has your specific person. You're going to keep identifying as the version of you that has your specific person in the now, in the present moment. You're not going to think about the how. You're going to leave that to your subconscious mind that has already worked out the how. The more you can do this, the faster your manifestation will happen. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.